Alright guys, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to look at another interesting Cubase feature, and that is called the tempo track. So as the name implies, you can use this tempo track to effect a tempo change in between your project. Okay, like we have here, this project is on 90 BPM, and maybe at some point in the project I want to increase the tempo, maybe from this 90 to 95 or thereabouts. So what I need to make use of is this tempo track in order to effect those changes or that change seamlessly. So in order to create this tempo track, the first thing we need to do is come to this region on your Cubase, this region, then right click, then go to add track, then you move to tempo, then click it. So we've created our tempo track. So if you look here, you have the current tempo of the song, which is 90 BPM. Then also if you come to this region, you also have this information here. So what the work of this region is, at every point in the project, this region indicates the places that you have the tempo change. That is what you'll be seeing in this region. So in this particular song, I want to effect the tempo change immediately after the saxophone solo. So let's listen. The saxophone solo ended on bar 45. So the next thing I want to do is to create a marker here. Using this pencil tool, we'll create a marker. So once you create that marker, if you come to this region, now you have two informations here. One is the tempo of the project, then second is the tempo of the region, is the tempo of this region that I have my marker on. So I want to increase the tempo from 90 to 95. So what I will do is I will come to this place and I will type in 95. Then with this I've increased the tempo. So let's listen. So if you notice now, it's more faster. Tempo has increased. And if you look down here, you also notice the tempo change. You also see the tempo change here. Okay. So maybe if I don't want the tempo change to be more obvious, or maybe to be more sudden, I can decide to, since I want to move from 90 to 95, I can decide to be increasing the tempo by 1 till I get to that 95. So what I will do is I'll have to remove this marker that I have here. So since I want the song to increase to 95 from this bar 45. So what I will do is I will now create my marker on this 94, on bar 94. So I will create on 94. So since it's 90 and I'm going to 95, so this is 91, 92, 93, 94 and 95. You understand? Then you come to this place and type in the tempo. So 91, 92, 93, 94 and 95. Okay, so let's listen. So instead of the tempo moving straight from 90 to 95, it had to count. So depending on how you want to do it, you can also decide to maybe, instead of using this marker to draw these points here, you can still decide to do it manually. So you can still decide to do it manually. You can still decide to maybe put one point here, then you put this one, then drag it up instead of typing it in here. So if you look at this place, I'm now moving from I'm moving from 90 to 130. So if I'm moving this, the tempo will be changing. So you can use this method. You can use, if I apply your marker, use your mouse to increase the tempo. So as I'm dragging it up and down, the tempo is changing. Let me enlarge it so you will see it well. So as I'm dragging it up and down, the tempo is changing. So these are the various ways you can effect a tempo change in your project. Thank you for watching, and please don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel.